They allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
"7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here is Anais Smith. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
Mike, that's a great play for any defensive back, let alone an undrafted rookie. I mean, to think that every single team passed on him in this past year's draft multiple times is pretty hard to believe. And again, this is the growth. This is the development that they saw when he signed there as an undrafted free agent. And he has taken advantage of every opportunity he's been given, and now is creating turnovers for this unit. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Let's go now.
Daniels to throw on second down. The open man is Osborne. Down the sideline. He is in. A.J. Osborne. Touchdown, Commanders. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The extra point is good. And the Commanders will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
To throw on second down is Hurts. He connects downfield to Dotson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to count for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
A first down throw for Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. But I don't think it's going to be his last.
Hook him up on a second down and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he'll be taken down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a second and goal. Now Barkley. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
Well, after the failures of the first and second down, you got to look now at your third down call sheet. Every play caller has a section, must-have-it plays, critical downs. I say this one falls in that category, and we'll see what they have up their sleeve.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's third and goal. To throw is Hurts. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. It took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
Here we go, sack. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And they're going to have this all... the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And he's going to take this all the way home. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Going silver, ready?
Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Got a man. It's A.J. Brown brings it in. It is a big play for the Eagles. And even 30 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Hurts. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles get back in it. It is 21-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Man in motion is Brown. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Let's go.
One quarter in the books. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Now he'll run it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up.
And he's in! Harry McFlurry! Touchdown, Commanders! What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Hey, 73, 73.
Now it's Hurts. He'll let this go for Goddard. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Ryan Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Al Gonzalez to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Commanders add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Hey!
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sandrestill. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Let's go now.
Man in motion is Brown. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
To the right side, catch made by McLaurin. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Jaden Daniels, you look at his time at LSU, Mike, and he certainly had great wide receivers to throw to. But now being a rookie quarterback and having the veteran presence of a guy like Terry McLaurin, that is such a comfort for any young quarterback getting his feet under him in this league.
Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And he'll be taken down.
And after that explosive play, they have a chance to extend their lead even more, and they have had their way. The defense has had no answers for anything they've done in the passing game, and they don't find out a way to slow them down. It could be in for a long game.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. To the pylon, he's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Smart choice here by the quarterback. He's trying to extend the play outside the pocket, but this was really nice coverage. A lot of eyes on the quarterback. It looked like there was multiple guys anticipating a chance for a pick, but throws the ball away and lives for another snap.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes.
To the goal line and in. Ben Sinnott. Touchdown, Washington. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
Over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Great. Well done.
On first down, it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Right side, hauled in by Samuel.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
On second down, it's Daniel. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason.
That is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. First and 10 now from the 36. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. It's a gain of 16, and it's two nice plays to begin this drive.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similarly.
On first down, it's Hurts. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be brought down. They passed on that field goal attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end.
Eagles 7.
Hi, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Got it. Ready? Come on. Set.
Off the zone read, Daniels going to hang on to it. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Washington first down.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Play action. Here's Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Daniels to throw on second down. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And he's going to be taken down.
Now it's getting to the point where it's almost becoming borderline disrespectful. I mean, despite having this big lead here in the second half, they continue to take shots downfield. They are not content with just running this clock out and shaking hands and going off with a win. Truth be told, I think they're trying to embarrass him, and they're doing a pretty good job at it.
And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
One more time, it's Robinson. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
Third and goal. It's Daniels. That is caught side of the end zone. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Commanders. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. On the zone read, here's Daniels. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Let's go now.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Commander's first down. Give to Robinson from the pistol. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
On second and 10, they'll try to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on third down, and give yourself a chance.
He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it's going to bring up fourth down. The Commanders about to send this one away. Back deep, Anais Smith. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Gray brought in motion. A first down throw for Hurts. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. That is brought in. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
So often, Mike, we see some of the biggest explosive plays in the passing game come from the quarterback extending the play outside of the pocket. Really nice job here by the coverage. They remain sticky on their receivers, nowhere to go with the ball, and all he's able to do is throw this one away.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. If this quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight, he's going to try to take it in on his own.
Powering forward, he's in. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Philadelphia. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats, makes mom and dad happy, but Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter.
Commanders 56, Eagles 15.
Second and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Eckler. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
Let's go.
Run it here with Robinson. And he'll have a Commander's first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
On the set. Go. Teamwork.
The motion man here is McLaurin. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes third down.
Bobcat, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
He'll look to throw. That is intercepted by the first-round pick from April. It's Quinyon Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Hurts working in the pistol. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Third and goal for Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil. And the Commanders are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll run with Robinson. And that one is snuffed out. Going to lose yardage. Back to the 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They run this straight ahead with Eckler. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Go.
They run it once more with Eckler. So the Eagles will use their first time out here.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get it out of bounds.
At their own 40-yard line.
First and 10.
Yanni. Hey. Hey.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. Now he takes off. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. On play action, here's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he will score. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
They'll try to do it with the screen. And he's going to get into the end zone for the 2. That'll make the score a little more respectable. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's the thing about these onside kicks. They're really unpredictable. You're trying to get the ball to take that big high hop, but it doesn't. It ends up just going through everybody on the recovery team and ends up going out of bounds.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Down the sideline, past the 40. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. No problem there on the extra point, and the Commanders will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Good. 63.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and 3rd down coming up.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia. Hurts will try it again. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is caught. And he will score. Danny Gray. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion. Now they'll set up to throw. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They run over center with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Eckler. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. The Commanders going to send out their field goal unit. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Commanders will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Silver. Great. Set. Alpha. Delta.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
The offense is able to land a big blow there, and I think what happened defensively, Mike, is just everyone was not on the same page. And when you do that at this level, the good offenses, they're going to make you pay for it. They've got to clean up those mistakes, make the offense.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he'll finally eat this one. He'll go down. They got him in the backfield. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10.